5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Weekend confirmed.
Ignition. Liftoff.
What's up, everyone? This is your question of the week for Weekend Confirmed. I'm Matos. This one comes in from Conniption Fit, who asks, when acting as a critic, how do you feel when your assessment of a game is way out of line with your peers? I love this question because this has actually happened before to me. Not too long ago, or I guess when it came out, I reviewed Just Cause 2, a game that a lot of people really enjoyed, and I was kind of lukewarm on it. Typically what ends up happening is because we all review stuff at the same time, I never read other people's reviews until my review is over. And I typically only read reviews for people that I know personally, and we can have a conversation about why they thought something was a certain way and wasn't. It always comes down to how I felt about the game at the time and the experience. So, if I felt something worked very well, maybe someone else didn't. I tend to not review things on a technical level. I tend to review them based on my experience in the moment, or moment-to-moment stuff, which is a phrase we use a lot here. So, sometimes my views on something will be very or vastly different from someone else in the industry, and it has a lot to do with how we review games and how it's very different between outlets. There's no standardized way to do it. There is sort of like a static way of how it used to be done, like gameplay, sound, all these other levels of peaks and valleys of does a game achieve this a certain graphical elements to like the sound, and there's sort of an averaging that happens with a lot of sites that do something like that, like IGN or GameSpot. But for me, it's all about the experience. So if I didn't have fun playing the game, regardless of whether or not someone thought an element of the game was astounding or outstanding, it doesn't really matter to me. But do I ever feel like something deserved more because I didn't give it as much as other people? No. I mean, there's the only time I ever wish that I could kind of go in and tweak something that I wrote was my review of Alan Wake. That was more to do with the fact that I had to hit a certain word count because it was in a magazine. I did it for GamePro at the time, and I really wish I could emphasize how much I enjoyed the game. But other than me changing my perspective based on other people's recommendations or other people's experience, then I can't really do that. It was how I felt about the game at the time, so I typically don't allow stuff like that to change my judgment on it. Thank you very much for sending your question. If you have any other questions, you can send it to Weekend Confirmed via Twitter, which is at Weekend Confirmed, or on Facebook, facebook.com/Weekend Confirmed. And you can follow me on Twitter at XAV. Thank you.